certain things. You know, you would rather people not see certain things. Because literally, vulnerability has never presented, like, it has never, to me, brought forth people actually coming from a genuine place. It has brought forth people almost trying to take advantage of that place. You know, so what you say?
Make your adjustments. Like I don't want to put it in your face. Look crazy.
Oh no, you fine. But no, it was just like it was a push. It was a push to come here today. I was feeling all types of feelings. Like, so thank you for opening up with yo, because I'm like, child. And then I was sitting up there and I was like thinking about Jordan. And I'm like, Jordan is so awesome, right? But she's still a 18-year-old girl, you know, who's going through emotional and mental things, you know, from her dad not being there. And I see those things like show themselves, and they're so ugly. And I'm like, Lord, how do I combat this place? Should I be combating this place? Is this a part of her journey? You know, is this a part of her healing and what she's called to do? But it's just,
Is he local?
he is.
Okay.
You know, both of
Oh, okay.
their parents, their other parent is local.
Okay.
But yeah, I am a single mom, single in every aspect. And I don't know. It's just like almost you know, certain people, you don't have to start making like educated adult decisions until you get to a certain age.
Right.
I've been doing this for so long that I'm like, Lord, send the help. Like, I used to wear it as a badge of honor that I didn't need it. But that doesn't do anything but wear you down. It takes you and it spreads you so thin where you're trying to operate in excellence in so many places, but you're only one person, so you're limited.
Absolutely.
And then I'm like, Lord, what's falling through the cracks? You know, like, what is falling through the cracks? Catch what I can't catch, what I can't see. And it's just gotten to a point where it's like, well, we glorify the grind, but the grind has grinded you down. You are tired. And it's like, I have to give voice to that because there are so many people who are tired. There are so many people who are like, how can I go on? How can I push through this? And this is truly my faith kicking in, because I don't see a way out of certain situations. I don't see a way past where I am. But this is my faith that's kicking in, that God, I know what your word says. So now I got to speak truth to this lie that I feel. Because past my sight, I have vision. And my vision is that you'll never leave me nor forsake me.
That's right.
That I'm not forsaken, even though I feel forsaken. That I'm not alone, even though I see no one around me. That I'm not going to break.
Right.
I'm not going to break. But I feel like I'm going to break. that place.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But it's not in me.
Right.
It ain't in me to give up.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't in me to lay down. I have to push forward.
Yeah.
Because that's all I know.
Right.
That's all I know. And so today, this was another push
Mm-hmm.
to be here,
Mm-hmm.
to show up for myself.
Yeah.
Because this is me showing up for me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm so used to putting me to the side because I got so much to do.
Mm-hmm.
I got so much to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a nurse.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the head of my household.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a single parent of 2 kids.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have that support team that I wish I had.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, but you got to keep going because this ain't the end.
Right.
I got to keep telling myself that this ain't the end. I literally had been out of work because of my back. My back was giving me trouble,
Okay.
right?
Is that from work?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's from work, and I'm like, Lord, I take care of people, and I take care of them in excellence.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting up here, and I'm like, my body feel like it's breaking down.
Mm-hmm.
What am I going to do?
Mm-hmm.
I have 2 children that are depending on me.
Mm-hmm.
What am I going to do? But do you know how many people sit in that seat
Mm-hmm.
and they don't have God?
Mm-hmm.
They don't know him.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have anything to pull on. And I'm like, if I can encourage them, like, get up.
Mm-hmm.
Don't give up.
Yeah.
Don't throw in the towel. Like, you right there. You are right there. You are something is about to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Something is about to shift for you. Something is about to change for you. Do not give up. Because if the enemy is fighting me this bad in every area of my life, God, you about to do something huge for me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
And so I have to remain in my posture that, Lord, I am ready to receive whatever it is that you have for me. I will not give up. I will not stop singing your praises because you have gotten me through everything. You have gotten me through worse than this. So I got up today and I said, okay, here we go, Brandon. Because I'm like, somebody needs to know. Somebody needs to see the real. They need to see the raw that people don't want to show. That people don't want to see people crying. Like, they don't want to show that this is how you feel when you get home at night. When you've done all you can do in a day, but you felt like it wasn't enough. But I need to encourage somebody. Like, I need you to get up. Like, I literally need you to get up. I need you to lift your head up. Because he said that he is the lifter of our heads. Like, you need to lift your head up. And you need to know this is not it. This is not the end. I'm encouraging me as I'm trying to encourage somebody else. Like, this is not the end. God has something greater. And then, you know, the devil would try to reflect on everything, right? He'll try to pull everything on you at one time. But when he does that to me, all that does is remind me that, God, you got me past that too. The last time I thought I was going to break down. The last time I thought I couldn't see no way out. The last time I thought everything was being pulled from up under me. You got me through that too. Well, you going to get me through this.
Absolutely.
So I take every lesson. And I prayed for this. I prayed and I said, because we always ready to rush through the process. Lord, show me what you need me to see. Show me what you need me to see. And in this process, he's showing me I need you to still get up and do what I told you to do. You say you want to go after the one? You got to show them what that look like. You say you want to be effective? Effectiveness don't stop because you having a bad day. So even today, in this emotional day that I'm having, he always sends somebody. He always sends someone. But we get so enmeshed in our own issues that we miss it. Right? We'll miss it. Because I said to him, I said, Lord, you sent in the wilderness, you sit. And I always reference this because it's the truth. Because David slayed Goliath. He slayed the tigers, the bears. He was David. He was strength. But even he needed help. Even he needed someone to strengthen his hand. And you can't discount what that looks like. He sent my brother to strengthen my hand this morning. He sent you to strengthen my hand this morning. Because I ain't feel like dealing with me. I ain't feel like dealing with this. And people look at me and they be like, oh, well, she's so strong and she's so this. And if it was not for God and my faith in him, I wouldn't have this strength. I would have been gave up. So, Lord, I hope, Lord, that somebody see this and they just keep holding on a little while longer. Like, I hope that this is a mental health check for somebody that, look, you ain't going through it by yourself. We all go through it. But we just got to show people that we go through it and we going to get through it.
Right.
And you can't do that alone. You need people. We need people. And the sooner we figure that out, the better off we'll be. You can't do nothing in this life alone. I wanted to get in my bed and put the covers over my head and check out. But the Lord sent help. Child. Brandy, stop recording me. Yeah, he over here recording people. He over here recording. Child, he over here recording people. I look up, keep seeing me.
When you said, I hope somebody see this, I didn't think nothing of it. I'm just thinking.
Oh my goodness.
So this is our pilot. Welcome to Cold World.
Ah! Hello.
If that don't got y'all ready to watch this show, boy, I promise you.
Because this gonna be real.
Right.
And this gonna be raw. And it's just gonna be what it is. I don't have it in me to dress it up and make it look good. Like, people are going through real things.
Right.
They need real help. They don't need Band-Aids. They need to get down and dirty with their problems and their issues. They need people that's going to check on their mental health and really care. Because outside of that, what are we really doing? How are we really healing if we don't get to the root of the problem?
I think it's because we don't really know. Like, I think we started off the conversation where y'all started off with, like, not really peeling the onions back. Is just like tribal knowledge, and we operating on it because the people before me did this and the people before me did this, and nobody's thinking critically about, like, how we hit a plateau and we stopped climbing and we actually started receding and going back downhill because we not taking heed of our shortcomings.
Yep.
And I think, like, for us is genuine love and genuine care that's gonna push us through. And this world is sending us every message that's as far as away from that as possible. So yeah, you coming out today was like I said. I think that I just knew that it'd be more powerful in person. So I'm glad that you came here because, um, I didn't want to impose. So this is also me battling me too, because my first response was, oh, we could do
Your first response was, we can do either,
either or, yeah, because
But then you didn't even let me respond
no,
to
'cause
that.
I knew that was wrong on me.
Before you responded, I was like, oh, he's giving me a way out.
Yep, and I was
In my
like, and I
mind.
knew that. I knew it too. I was giving myself a way out.
Yeah.
And I was like, And I just know now, like, I'm on your set, but I'm in fuck it mode. Like,
Yeah, but you need somebody, you need people that are going to pull out the gifts in you that sometimes you don't even see, or sometimes that you are fearful of even activating.
Mhm.
You need people that are not going to move in fear, but like in purpose, that look, I see this in you. I need you to see this in you, and I need you to operate in this.
right.
And so, I mean, that's what you're doing. Because I'm telling you, this is,
Yeah.
I talk with the best of them. Anybody that know me, I always got a word of wisdom. I always got something hopeful to say. But I do that while we right there. Not while we, all this, listen, this ain't my lane. But clearly, God has something for me to say to his people. And we really need to heal. Brandon, like you said, we have regressed because no one wants to do the work.
Right.
No one wants to interrupt the pattern. And I'm here to interrupt the pattern.
Disruptor for sure.
Yes, it has to happen in order for us to move forward, in order for us to grow, in order for change to come, in order for real healing to come. We got to get out of this illusion that we have been given for so long that the way we do things is correct. We got to be okay being wrong. I'm sorry that the world has painted to us that being wrong is a horrible thing. In order to get it right, you got to get it wrong.
Right.
There's no way for you to know that it's right until you know that it's wrong. And the world tells us that, oh, that's why kids act the way that they do when they think that they've done something wrong. Because that's what the world has given us. You get chastised for being wrong. Not here. I don't want you to feel chastised for being wrong. I just want you to feel that there's a platform for you to get it right. There's a platform for you to grow, for you to learn, for you to be the truest you. Under all that gook and ugliness that the world has handed us, you can come up from out of that. And every day, I'm coming up from out of that. This is a growth moment for me right now. I'm telling you. And I'm going to keep it, I'm going to be so transparent.
Please do.
I ain't the weight I want to be right now. And I'm sitting up here and the devil like, you going to get on TV? You a little hefty there. And no, and I'm serious. And I'm sitting up here and I'm like, the old me would have hit from that. But y'all just going to have to see the progression. Whatever I'm trying to do with me. Because there's something that needs to be said. And so here I am. Here we are. And here go this juice. Pressing on juice.
Yeah. I came across a couple of videos in my vault. I got a whole lot of videos that I've been sitting on, right? For over a year. I got so many people who sat down and interviewed with me, and I know they probably like, Brandon, where your stuff at? Where my stuff? I sat in an interview with you. And I've been in that same stuck place.
Yeah.
Like, this ain't my lane. I don't need to be, just whatever. And I started, revisiting them, and shout out to this technology because it allows me to break it up into reels without having to go watch hours of
Right.
footage. And I'm pulling gems out of every single one. So now it's just like, my next line of thought was, you ain't say that right, because I have to translate everything. Just my life trauma has my coping mechanism was to translate how I am from being me to being presented to the world, and that's exhausting.
It is.
It's exhausting. So sometimes I might use some language that people won't understand, and that's cool. Like I'm I'm diverse. I'm eclectic. I have range. I ain't for everybody, and everybody ain't for me. But so what I started doing was started putting the stuff out, and I guess just being in your presence, it's like you always remind me that God present. So um, you shouldn't be seeing me anyway. That's not the aim.
Correct.
I'm a medium, you know.
Correct.
All of him and none of me. So what I'm putting out, I know why I'm doing it. So I'm letting go of all of these physical things, these earthly worldly things, and just start moving with like divine intent and purpose. So again, me getting you here today was just led on by fighting even that, because Lord knows when I had every opportunity to just lay in the bed today. My home inspection got canceled at 8:30. The electricity went on, and I was just riding. I was like, I can go back home. That's 3 hours I get back, and then I seen you on the schedule. So I was like, I came here, and doing that, Sheena pulled up because I was just sitting in the car like I don't feel like doing nothing. Sheena pulled up,
It's just divine.
and then you showed up, and it's like, all right, we here, we about to get to it. So the what I wanted to do with your show today was like, again, have some lead in questions and kind of do some build up. But again, that happened organically. My big thing was going to be, why would you want to watch this show? But how we got here this morning is enough of a testimony. Like, nobody wanted to be here today.
Nobody wanted to be here, but it was needed.
And it happened how it was supposed to happen. And this first 20 minutes was organic, off the cuff. Like dealing with things and how being in proximity allows us to see the better parts of ourselves.
Yes.
But we got to know what we up against in this world, and it's just how do we get to people today? Nicole, this is why you're different, and this is why you're necessary for this room. It's because the world that we once knew no longer exists. The world that we knew, where you can go a place and everybody knew your name and it was all good, and it was just, you could live on the strength of your reputation because people knew you.
Yeah.
These people, we are now inside of the matrix, so to speak. We inside of it now. And in order to reach people, we have to meet them where they are. They are inside of their phones. They are inside of their computers.
Yes.
So you walking out there, like you referred to, nobody ain't out there no more. You know, and they making it so scary to even go out there. We look at these events from this past weekend, going to the mall. So inconvenient. That has never happened since I could remember. Like inside the mall, where you even taking pictures and video, and it's so desensitized to where things like that are pushing people further into the matrix. Like, I ain't never going outside again. So now it's important for you to get behind these cameras.
Yeah.
And go get people.
Yeah. I mean, this is another highway or byway. Another place of access to get people that might not otherwise step into a place of faith. Or step into a place of understanding that this is bigger than everything that we thought we knew.
Yeah.
Like, it's people out here who have literally been surviving their entire life. They have not lived. They don't even know what that looks like.
Mm.
To live and not be stressed out from moment to moment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to come up out of it so I can speak to it because I'm trying to come up out of it. I told God I want to live. I don't just want to survive. I don't just want to be moment to moment thinking about all that I have to do. I need a community. I need help. And there was one point in my life, oh God, I would never have come out my mouth and say I need help. Because again, that looked like weakness to me. And people had taken advantage of my weakness. So now I got to be strong. I always got to be strong. But no, that's just like a battery. You start off real strong. And the battery don't know it's getting weak.
Until it ain't.
Until it doesn't operate. I don't want to be the battery that don't know it's getting weak until it can't operate. I need to stay charged, Lord, and I can't do it in the manner in which I'm doing. So I don't care how you send your help, but send your help. And I know I got to be the help for somebody. People are, I'm telling you, I hear it every day on my job. I see it every day in patients. People are giving up. The world is getting wicked more and more by the day. And people's hearts are waxing cold and they are hardening because they don't see the goodness. They don't see people wanting to help and love and pour. They see people wanting to take. So I pray that I could be whatever conduit, Lord, that's going to bring them to you, that's going to bring them some hope, that's going to bring them some understanding, that's going to bring them some truth. Man, this ain't all to life. I refuse to believe that. I refuse to believe that I've been through all that I've been through for nothing. That ain't the God that I serve.
Right.
So, yeah, buddy, we here. It's a cold world.
How you feel about what we got so far? How you feel about what you just spoke on and breathed on? Because like my intention again was to be like some build up, but I think you covered a whole lot of ground and just be like, what's gonna make you different? I think you covered all of that, but is there anything else that you want to touch on?
I mean, I really think if we talking about the gist of what's gonna make me different, I am different. I've been born different. I'm set apart. But I feel like I'm not coming with the fluff. I don't have time for that. I don't have room for that. I'm going to give it to y'all how raw it come. And that's just what it is. Like, the day was an ugly day. I came in here with tears in my eyes, but I came in here. Get to that. I came in with tears in my eyes, but I came. So that means with tears in your eyes, get up and still do it. You see, they stop. You gotta push. You gotta push. And so I'm not coming in here to tell people that you ain't gonna have no hard days.
Right.
I'm coming in here to show you, even on your hard day, you gonna have to move through it. And this is what it look like. That on them days when you don't want to do it and you want to give up and you want to throw in the towel when you feel like don't nobody understand you. I understand you. I have those days too. And it's time out for having them in secret. We cannot tell people to heal and don't show them what it looks like. We cannot tell people to press forward and endure and don't show them the process of it. You can't exclude the process. So I'm going to go through it, and y'all going to see me go through it. And I hope that helps somebody.
Boom. Nicole, you killing it. You special. I told you this. I always told you this. I'm glad that you taking the necessary steps. We are taking the necessary steps. There's a lot of hands that made this thing possible. Um, when people see our whole story come full circle.
Yeah.
But right now, what we're doing, we're in the documenting phase, and ground one, day one. Well, this you actually did a prequel on my set first,
Right.
so I got the first interview, y'all. Yeah,
For real.
but now what you building, what we building is gonna be different, and I understand what exhaustion feels like. I've been on this journey of being a community advocate for years, and ooh, no 2 days the same. You know, you have these expectations when you start doing all this good stuff. You see the good come, but that negativity, like you say, that enemy coming, he just stay present. Um, but we got to be reminders for each other of like, yo, that means you're doing something right when those that things show up. Um, so today I think you did something right.
I just want to, like speak to like you as a person, right? I've been knowing you since I was a kid.
Yeah.
And there always has been greatness. Like, it was like, is Brandon gonna succeed? Duh. That was like a dumb moment. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
it was always in you, it was always on you. But I see God just cultivating and pulling out places in you that you didn't even know that you would be effective.
Oh.
Like, I almost see you like a foundation, right? And everyone needs a foundation in order to build.
Mm-hmm.
And you have been so many people's foundation, but they didn't always handle the foundation correctly.
Mm.
But that never stopped you from being the foundation.
Yeah.
Like, literally, I told you what I wanted to do. You didn't say to me, well, I need X, Y, and Z from you. You said, okay, we're going to do it. I told you that I needed your help with my daughter. She was thinking about real estate. You took it and you ran with it.
Hmm.
That's because you have vision. You have vision. And you can see people in the perfected place in which they can't quite see themselves yet. Because you spoke life into this place with me when I was like, well, this was just a thought. I ain't know I was going to run with it this quick. And you was like, no. I'm putting a timeline on it. I'm putting a date on it. That is vision. And everybody ain't going to see your vision. But that can't stop you from having it.
Yeah.
Because you don't understand how many people that you're going to catapult into places because of you being the foundation. And it ain't always easy to be the foundation.
Oh no. Oh.
Because the heaviness in which you carry. Because people are building upon you.
Mm.
But that's who God has called you to be, and you're effective.
I appreciate that.
You are effective.
Thank you.
So whatever and whomever is saying whatever, let that fall upon deaf ears.
Mm.
You keep being effective. You keep being set apart. You keep being great. You keep pushing people. You are the definition of iron. Because you are sharpening others, whether they want to be or not.
Damn.
And so I appreciate you. I thank you because this right here was just it was a thought. It was, I ain't even gonna say it was a thought. I know it had purpose because the Lord had told me, but still, even still, I wasn't ready to step into it yet. But you pushed me. And I'm like, wait a minute, I ain't ready. But here we go. So,
Game time.
game time.
Yeah. Nah, I think I look at life from my lens, and I received everything you said, and I knew I've been different for years, but I didn't want to be different.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't want to be different. I wanted to be
Like the rest of the
like
people.
everybody else.
But I thank God he ain't never give me that. Jesus.
Yeah, want to be like everybody else. It is like, it just didn't happen that way. It just didn't happen, and you can't run away from the vision. When you close your eyes, when you see something, it's gonna always be there. And there's like so many conversations that I have with myself that I know it's gonna take time for the world to be ready for it, and everything is gonna be done in phases. But it's always gonna have big picture in mind. It's too many small-minded people out here who are running with the narrative right now,
Yep.
and that's why I know that I kind of I don't want to wear all the guilt of the world on my shoulders, but sometimes I do feel guilty because it's like you knew better the whole time. You knew better, and you said nothing. And I recently started going through the book of Ezekiel, and getting understanding of like God told him, you better talk.
Listen.
You better talk. They not gonna listen, but you better start talking. And as far gone as people think that this world is, um, it's gonna get realer.
They haven't seen anything yet.
It's gonna get realer. So I think it's time. It's just like Jonah. Just all these, I'm in the book a little bit. I ain't all the way there, but I'm reading and I'm picking up stuff. And it's like you gotta talk your stuff too.
Yeah.
Like they listening to the voice of their father,
Yeah.
and you ain't listening to yours.
He said he will close the mouth of the prophet that will not speak.
Mm.
So if the Lord has called you to be his mouthpiece
You keep running.
and you don't step in line, he will silence your mouth.
Mm.
I don't want to be silenced, Lord. I want to do, because is it really living if you're not fulfilling purpose?
And that's where everybody lost.
Exactly. Because most people don't include him in that process.
Mm-hmm.
They get to a place and then ask him to help them. I've done it. But Lord, I understand. I used to didn't need you there. Like, I ain't need you. I just wanted to be at the place that you said I could be. But I ain't know if I needed you through the process of it.
Mm-hmm.
Just get me there. But now I know I need you in every aspect.
Mm.
Because anything that you are not a part of doesn't stand. It doesn't last.
Mm.
I've seen it all fall down.
Mm.
I've seen it all fall down. And so I just want to be obedient. That ain't always easy. But that's still a goal. I'm not perfect. I'm far from it. But Lord, I want to please you. My heart is to please you. My heart is to get it right before you. And so that is the journey that I'm on. I need you in every way. I need you in everything. Get all up in my business. I need you there. Because I can't do nothing without you. I tried more than one time. I was not the one who was like, oh, when Jesus spoke, I'm like, okay. I'm like, no, you have to say something else. I was the hard-headed one. But now I get it.
That's what nobody would probably believe about you, though. I'm just saying, you gonna have to know you to believe that.
I was the hard-headed one that I wasn't going willingly because I ain't trust nothing.
Mm,
The foundation of trust had been broken since I could remember.
mm.
So I'm looking at these fools in front of me. You want me? I can't trust them. What you want me to trust you? What is you talking about?
Hold on, talk about that again.
Yeah.
Like, cause I don't know. Like, it seems like every time I talk to you, I'm learning something different about why my journey's different. And right now, I feel like I've been green and naive to the world because I always had this sense of trust and trust in everything, and I would move like that throughout this world, like giving everybody benefit of the doubt. And now I'm starting to understand um, wisdom, knowledge
Yeah.
and action and discernment and it's a tough battle for me because I'm just like, damn man, like I'm giving you the answers to the test. Like I'm trying to show you how to do this
Yeah.
and I'm getting kicked in the face left and right. And I've been fighting and like, damn, like God, why you make me like this? Because
No, but that's not a bad thing though. Like it's not a bad thing because here is the thing. He said we owe a man nothing but to love him, right?
mm,
And to pray for them. But you have been trusting in the aspect of you ain't even in the fence with people. When they show you who they are, you like, okay, and you move on past it. There has been people like me who I could hold a grudge with the best of them.
mm,
But that was because my foundational components was already broken.
mm,
I came out the womb with a daddy who dipped and a mama who was somewhere in the streets. And everybody that I had met and encountered, they was broken.
mm.
So again, how can something whole come out of all of this brokenness and dysfunction? So I did not know how to trust. I didn't even know what that looked like.
Yeah.
So everything I viewed was from that jaded perception of this trust that had already been broken. The two people that were supposed to love me,
Mm-hmm.
they was gone. And then these old ones that came behind them, they won't know better. So it was like I never knew what that looked like. And then God come around here talking about some trust him. Trust you to do what?
Mm-hmm.
What that look like? But he had to show me
Where was your revelation when it came to that?
about him showing me.
Yeah.
I was hard-headed. I won't going. I won't.
So what was the event like? Cause it gotta be.
Hmm.
Maybe it's a series of, but
It was a series of events. But I remember him showing up. He just kept showing up. Like he was trying to prove something to me.
mm,
And God. He ain't got to prove nothing to me. But because he meets us where we are, when people don't think he does, he meets us where we are.
mm-hmm.
He kept showing up. And he made me see him. It won't no situations where it's like, oh, a person did this. No, I knew it was him. He put his signature on it. That yeah, I'm here. And I'm showing up for your hard-headed self. That don't listen. That keep rejecting me. That keep running away from me. That I think he a genie. I only call you when I feel like I want something. Outside of that, I don't need you. And he kept coming. And he kept showing up. And I was like, well, he consistent.
Mm.
Let me see. And then I began to spend time with him. And then I began to know him. So,
and this is for like people who always have the feeling that God dealt them a bad hand, right? You told me your story previously, and you're like, oh, this all messed up. You can blame everything. Given your circumstances, how how were you able to, turn around and just believe like, because like let's use slavery for example. People like, oh, slavery went on for 350 years, and God, where was you at? Like,
I used to ask him that all the time. Like, why you let this happen to me?
mm,
Why did I go through all this?
mm-hmm,
Why did I have parents that didn't want me? Why did I have so many bad moments in my life? But now I'm sitting right here on this couch telling people how I got over it. How I'm not in it. How I'm not bitter. And that's because of his love. A love that I have never encountered. Outside of him, the closest thing that comes to that love is the love of my children. Because it's without condition. It is agape. And that came from, that's just like anybody else you meet, right? You don't know them until you take time to get to know them. But if they show up in your life, right, and no matter what you do, they just keep being consistent, then you like that piquing your interest now. It's like, well, I done did everything and they still here. Well, let me see what they talking about. That was the relationship with us. I had pushed him away so many times, ran from him so many times, but it was something in me always that I knew him. Even though I didn't know the intricate details of him, he was familiar to me. And as I got to know him more, it was just like a book that never ends, but keeps getting better. That when I thought that you could not surprise me or woo me, oh my goodness, here you are. When the levels in which I've gotten to know him, the ways I've seen him show up in my life, there are no words. It's some things that you cannot truly put a word to, but you can only experience.
right.
And that is who God is. You have to experience him. He is an experience. And so when I would say, why did I go through all of these things? How can you teach anybody anything if you haven't experienced it or endured it? How can you be effective? They looking at you like, what you talking about? You ain't never been through this. But I got on the job training.
Yeah.
I've been through it.
Right. Right.
And I still love him. With all of my being. That even now, I'm telling you, like, this is one of the hardest times that I have had in my life, in every aspect of my life. But God, you are still God. I do not charge you foolishly. And I trust you now. That even in the midst of this, you're going to pull me out of this. Do it feel good? No way.
Not at all. Not at
But
all.
I know enough about you that your characteristic is consistency. That you don't lie to me. That you show up when you say you're going to show up. And that's what we are. And I hope and I pray that in the midst of all of this journey in which I am going on with this podcast or whatever door he will open for me, that is the thing that people would take from it. Not that I spoke well, not that I endured whatever.
Yeah.
But this is who he is.
Yeah.
And nothing would be what it is without him. Nothing.
So you said you touched on agape, and again, my old trusting self of the world, right? I see people operating with conditions. It's conditions on everything. Like, I love you if, or until this.
That's all they were taught.
Do you see any way ahead for people to operate? And if so, like, what would they need to get rid of to operate in that manner? Like,
You have to die daily.
mm,
So that means everything that you think that you know,
mm,
they got to get out the way.
duh.
Love don't kick in until the in spite of comes.
Ha! Let us look at the road less traveled.
People talk about love when everything is beautiful.
Uh-huh.
But love don't kick in till everything is ugly.
Mm-hmm.
When I would rather not deal with you,
Mm.
but in spite of that, I love you still.
Oh.
It's this whole fluffy mess that the world try to give you about love. Oh, it's Instagram official and it's this and it's that. No.
Mm-hmm.
Why you think the vows say what the vows say? In sickness and in health,
Mm-hmm.
to death do you part.
Mm-hmm.
Because do you in any form of love, whether you loving your like I love my mama. My mama ain't been no mama.
Mm. Mm.
But on my way here, I messaged her and I said, I'm praying for you. And I'm standing with heaven for you. That you will win.
Mm.
She don't show up like a mama. But I love her because the Lord used you as the conduit to get me here.
Mm-hmm.
So I love you in spite of the condition in which you are in.
Mm.
So until we get past ourselves, and that ain't always easy to do. To love someone in spite of, even when they've hurt you, even when they've caused you the most pain. But to love you still, that's real love.
Mm.
To love you when you ain't perfect, when you ain't put together, when you ain't politically correct. But yet I can see the perfected version of you.
Mm. So love in the definition. I guess let's dive into that. Because I still love people, even though I don't want to be around you. But I think we got to treat the world, because not everybody understands true definition, right? So we breaking it down for a kindergarten level, to where that granular level where people can understand what love truly means, because we think love and like are the same thing. And like is just like faith. Like is moment. That's a fleeting emotion. Um, but when people do the foulest stuff to you, and it happens, and they can still turn around and say, "Hey, I need," and you still do it, and you continue to move, despite you know whatever, and it's not even publicly displayed. Anything you do for people, it is what it is. It's sometimes, and I've done things to sometimes where I was sitting around here just humanly wanting validation from that said person, you know, because
We've all been guilty of that.
yeah, and you hold on to that. The reality is you never gonna get that, but you still gotta move anyway.
You still have to move anyway. Like,
But some people don't know that that's even a thing, because one, I'm not putting that on display.
yeah.
I don't broadcast that type of behavior, because I don't think it's for everybody to know. But the reality is, like, if people don't ever believe, they never seen something like that, it's unspoken, it's unheard of. Like, how do these messages reach people?
I'll, so, my ex-husband, as I told you on your podcast, tried to take my life and my daughter's life,
Mhm.
right? And maybe like a month after that, he tried to commit suicide. And he called me. And I had to call the police to him and tell them that he was trying to commit suicide. And at the time, I'm like, why did I do that?
Mm.
You know, after he had done what?
Mhm.
But because I love God so much, right? There's a charge in me that regardless, I got to handle his people correctly. That ain't no easy charge, right?
No.
But I don't feel like I knew what real love was until I knew who God was. I loved on a superficial level.
Mm.
I loved with condition.
Mm.
And without him, Nicole can't love you. I'm going to throw you away.
Mm.
When you do something wrong to me, you might as well go on ahead. If he was not involved.
Right.
So the kindergarten level of that is, I don't feel like anyone properly loves if they don't know who he is.
No. That's it.
Because you don't have the strength to do so. We are carnal. We are limited.
Mm.
In our thought process, we are limited in the way that we handle people. And that's what we're going to give them. We're going to give them our limit.
Mm-hmm.
But he is limitless.
Mm.
That even in the midst of you being this ugly person, I still got to show you the love of God.
Mm.
And I could not do that on my own. Like right now, my children's father do not show up. That don't make me feel good because that don't make my children feel good. But you know what I got to do? I got to pray for them.
Mm.
Do you know how hard that was? For me to pray for them?
Mm.
But I can't have that in my heart. I can't have that in my heart. I cannot be punished for what you're not doing. But I would be if I was to take on that offense.
Mm.
I gotta pray so I can keep my heart clean because of the manner in which they handle my children.
Mm-hmm.
I could not do that without God.
Okay. Now that's game for me. I know that, but I didn't know that. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know why I moved the way I did with people, and I often beat myself up about it. Like,
Don't.
Yeah.
Because he's giving you an innate compassion for other people
Yeah.
that people don't have.
Yeah.
I've had compassion for people, but it was also a side of me that could shut you off.
Yeah. I walk around here. I think I'm very empathetic, and I can feel everybody.
Everything
I
from
feel-
everybody.
I feel it.
And it can be overwhelming.
It is.
If you don't know what to do with it.
It is. So that's why I walked around here. Like when people say they want to do so, it was everybody at one point. It was anybody who said they wanted to do something. Then I was like overextending myself so much. And then I was like, yo, I had to realize like you human too.
Yeah.
You limited.
I literally, when this all came about, I was like, I'm not used to people doing anything without a string.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm used to people, they doing something because they want something. Even down to family. I don't be asking people for stuff without saying, oh, well, I'll give you this or I'll do that. because that's how it's been. And that's not cool though. Cause help should not have to come with those type of conditions.
Um, I owe I owe a lot of that to Irv. God gave me people at a season in my life when I was just like I I want in good space.
Yeah.
I want in good space, and I couldn't see beyond my own hand. Like I couldn't see, and so like when Irv showed up, they came and lived with me to help me with my situation, and just being in his presence, like he always would like we would go out to eat. He would always grab the bill, or he would always just take care of stuff. And I'm like, bro, why you always do that? And he's like, because whenever I'm out with my people, I don't want nobody to see no division. You don't know who, what, you don't know nothing.
That's what's up.
And so me watching him do that for years, and it was like, damn, I picked that up. Like, and I was like, I'm gonna stand on that too. So when I'm out with my people, we together.
Yeah.
It ain't no flex. It's just like, yo, I got you. And we don't keep score.
Yeah.
We don't keep score with each other. It's just like, I just know, I want my people to know that, like, man, if it's going down, however it's going down,
Right.
like, you ain't gotta question me. We good. And so now I'm in a space now where I have a very acute range, like focus on people, and it's like it ain't for everybody no more. I ain't for everybody.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that, but I can still feel shit, so I gotta shut stuff off. Like,
Yep.
but it don't
And
change
it
the fact
ain't
that I
even
can
so
feel.
much of you shutting it off. It's just like that's not mine to carry.
Yeah,
But I'll send that up to God though,
word.
because that's not mine to carry. I had to learn that the hard way.
Yeah,
Because I have overextended myself. Part of the reason why I'm in certain situations that I'm in right now,
hell yeah.
because I have overextended myself. Because I always want to help. I just want to help, and to me, people mean more than tangible things. Monetary things. They mean more to me. And people have taken advantage of that so many times. And at one point, I had got to a point where it was like, I don't even want to do that no more. But God, like, you can't change who I made you. And you got to stop looking at that like that's a bad thing. That's a superpower. In this world, that's a superpower. The compassion that I have for people, the way that I love people, the way that I feel that He allows me to feel what they feel. Everybody don't feel that.
Right.
And everybody don't even know what to do with that.
Right.
So when I feel these things, I take them to Him. And when I get overwhelmed with certain things, I'm like, look, Lord, like, I need some strength. I need something. Come on through here, because this is weighty.
Yeah.
And I don't know how people talk to God when I don't go into my private time with the Lord and be like, oh, Jesus. No, we talk.
Word.
Because that's my Father, and that's my friend, and that's my paraclete, and He is my confidant, and He is I am that I am. We talk, and we talk for real.
Right.
So, I mean, I just feel like love is bigger than transactions. People have so many transactional relationships and don't even know it. Oh, I do this for you because you do this for me. And I don't want relationships like that in my life. Even though that's what I watched. I grew up watching those things. That people were so transactional.
Yeah.
No, I want the purity of it.
Yeah.
Like, I want the purity of the relationship. What if I can't show up for you? And I don't know when I can show up for you.
Right.
Right? But is that going to stop you from showing up for me?
Right. And that's another thing we talk about in these relationships, and it's beyond just like, man and woman. I think people that keep in score that, you've seen it was viral for a minute, that 50-50 relationship thing.
That's
and it's like
so unreal.
people, they trying to keep score. And
But people try to be trendy.
Yeah.
Like, what is that?
Keep score. Like, and it's like sometimes it's going to be 99.9999, And if the goal is completion, you're gonna need that 0.0001 to be complete.
I just feel like people don't show up as their true self in relationships anyway. I feel like they show up as representatives, as who they don't want people to see the real of them because everybody dealing with some type of rejection.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody sitting up here like, well, what if they see the real me and they don't like it? Then they ain't your people. It's just that simple. Like, I don't have that in me anymore.
Right.
That I can show up and be this chameleon. That I can't be my true self. That every day I'm not happy. Every day I'm not smiling. Every day I am not acting like it's rainbows and sunshine. Some days I have like today. And you're going to have to be okay with that. Do you even know how to encourage me?
Mm-mm.
You know, it's like I can't be in any type of relationship. I don't care whether it is a romantic relationship or any relationship with people where I can't show up as my true self.
Mm.
I have to be my true self.
Mm-hmm.
It is no more representative. She is gone.
Mm-hmm.
I am not trying to fit this mold in what you feel like I should be in.
Mm-hmm.
I am me. Love me through whatever that looks like. That's why I come back to process. That's why people's marriages don't work. Because the person that you met ain't the person that you gonna turn into. And people don't know what that looks like. And they're not open to what that could look like because they just want to be. But it said the two became one. The became was the process. But we can go on and on.
And we will. And we will. So, yeah, I'll be your sideline producer. You bring your guests on. We'll shape it up to make it look like how you want. That'll be my side. But whatever you want it to look like, we'll do that. And yeah, I think today, I hope today encouraged you to get emotion. I hope you like the way you look on camera.
You know what? It's bigger than that.
I'm just saying, like, your response, the response that you got from just the one clip we put out. I don't know how many people actually watched or told you that they watched, but the feedback that I saw, it's like long overdue.
Yeah.
Long overdue. So I know you're not caught up in the vanity of it, but I'm telling you, you look like you're supposed to be doing this.
Well, I'm telling you, I received that because it needs to happen. It has to happen because it's like we have seeds that are in us, right? And if they are not birthed, they become frustrated. And I feel like this has been a seed that has been frustrated because I wasn't moving in purpose. The purpose is that God will be glorified, right? That whatever I have endured and I have overcome, that I have to tell the people, and I have not. I have been sitting on it, and it's been sitting in me. And then it had become frustrated, like, I got to get up out of here. And so I feel like that's what is happening in this process. So this is bigger than me. Yep.
All right. Well, we'll conclude right there. I'm going to chop this up. We can have fun with this.